Hello and welcome to day 73, Becoming Peace Mini Meditation and Inspiration. The name of today's session is Lake Stuck, and I do mean stuck. Today we're going to take a look at someone actually stuck in a lake and how we might apply this to our own journey along life's path. So join me on the inside for some humor and some self-introspection. Today, you can spend a few moments with us while you enjoy this faith-based rest stop for your body and soul. Make sure you're 100% all in today so you get maximum benefits for having shown up. So let's slow things down just a little bit. Take a deep breath in and out. Relax your entire body and enjoy the surrender for a few moments. Rest your feet comfortably on the floor and make sure your back is supported and your head is free with your hands in your lap. Have you ever gotten your car stuck in the snow? Or your four-wheeler stuck in the mud? How about your shoe stuck in a snowbank? All these things aren't so humorous as they are unfolding, but hilarious when we look back and tell the story. So I'd like to share some short visual images with you before we close our eyes and go into meditation. So, yes, you are seeing an actual incident right before your eyes where this young family member drove his four-wheeler right off the road and into the lake. And as you can see, things are taking a bad turn right before your eyes. I was actually watching this unfold through the window of my bedroom. And I was actually having kind of a little panic attack watching this unfold. And I just want you to know that this little guy had been counseled numerous times about going way too fast and taking things at a slower pace. There's a little curve right there where he ran off the road into the lake. And oh goodness, the backwards motion is going to do nothing but get us stuck. You know, sometimes trying to back up really doesn't work too well. Sometimes it's difficult to try to undo things once they're already done. And at one point, if the wheeler went more forward, you can see the dilemma. There was more impending danger. Like he couldn't keep going forward. And then I got way too sidetracked and started viewing just the lake. Oh, this is so sticky. So sticky. And I recorded this because I thought, wow, I've got to capture this because this is really good life lessons here. Right here out my front bedroom window.
She's gonna mow right over the
And at one point I thought, the guy that's pulling him out is gonna get ran over. Like he's putting himself in a lot of danger. If that wheeler were to break free and actually get unstuck, he'd be mowed over by the wheeler. So many things here we're going to tie together in just a few moments, but just watch for a couple more minutes while this unfolds. So this went on for about 30 minutes. And I'm just getting the cliff notes of what happened here. Eventually, there's lots of family members who are actually watching this unfold. I didn't get a picture of that, but then now here comes Dad on the scene. Dad's been called over and he's going to assess the situation and see if more help. Look, there's another a four-seater behind that maybe is going to take some interest in helping as well. What if there wasn't anyone they could call to pull this kid out? Oh, there we go. Successful. You know, we really do interesting things to ourselves. We push our limits and we think we're superhuman sometimes. And we tried to slide through sometimes, cutting corners too fast and end up in the lake. And this can mean any number of things. So I'd like you to go with me for a few moments. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. And just listen to the sound of my voice. And I'd like for you to answer these questions within your own mind. Where do you show up stuck in your life? What corners do you try to cut and cut way too fast? What limits do you push? Do you try to rob your health by eating that fast food hamburger? Do you try to get more mileage out of your relationships than you're actually investing? What about your car? Do you try to squeeze out that extra 1,000 miles more between oil changes? Or does it show up when you place demands on people in your life where the relationship isn't strong enough to support the request? Who can you count on to rescue you when you miscalculate? Who can you count on to rescue you when you miscalculate? Instead of being lake stuck, what if you commit to living a life of unstuck? What would that look like? At any given rate, we all do it. We try to squeeze just a little more out of nothing to get something. This video is a perfect example of pushing limits. Sometimes we end up playing roulette with our body, with our relationships, with our finances, and with our spiritual lives. Is the risk we are taking worth the consequence truly? What is it that you need to fix? Where are you lake stuck? Where could you use just a little more grace and a little breathing room? Would better planning help you? What stress could you save yourself? Think about how you might be able to grab a whole lot more peace if you were willing to slow down a little bit more and be a tad more intentional. Jesus always shows up to rescue us no matter what. But sometimes he does let us flounder, being stuck in the lake, in order for us to gain wisdom and experience. Where has he saved you? What lake has he pulled you out of? I don't think we always have to learn every hard lesson ourselves through our own experience. Sometimes it's nice to make ourselves fully aware and watch the misfortunes of other people and learn valuable lessons that way too. We can learn a tremendous amount from watching how other people handle challenges. It's much less painful that way. Our lives could become so much more relaxed if we were willing to adopt a more down-tempo, take-a-minute attitude. I'm inviting you today to consider getting yourself unstuck. Don't keep driving your four-wheeler into the lake. Evaluate your life and make just 2 changes this week that might make your life a whole lot less lake stuck. So what do you need to do right now? Okay, let's come back now. Take a deep breath and exhale. Take a few deep cleansing breaths after that one. Let's gradually come back and stretch your legs and wiggle your toes and your fingers. Open your eyes when you're ready. Take another deep breath. Breathing is always good. I want to thank you for joining me today. Sometimes it's very difficult to do self-examination meditations, but I just loved the visuals of this little teaching lesson that I watched unfold that day as I was looking out my bedroom window. I'm really grateful for things that happen in my life where I can learn lessons quick and easy and start applying them in my life without having to go through the actual pain myself. Going to invite you today to look for those opportunities all around you where you can see either something in the news, someone in your workspace, someone in your family, a neighbor, even information or news on Facebook about how you can take someone's actions and learn from them without you having to go through the actual experience. When I was watching this little guy trying to back out of the lake, I thought of the many times in my life where I had warning signs and stop signs blaring at me, and I chose to go right on through and just yield and keep going. Didn't stop, didn't turn around, didn't care to even take heed of any of the warning signs. And it truly was, I have quite some journal entries in my Morning Pages journals about this experience that I was sharing with you today about the little guy in the four-wheeler. So ponder that today. See if you can't pull some lessons, glean something out of what other people have done, or just reviewing where you actually need to make some hard, fast changes in your life. Maybe you are right at the crossroads, the fork in the road of deciding, gosh, do I slow down? Do I stop? Do I make changes? Do I turn around? Right now's the time to decide. I know there's something in your life that this can benefit you with. So I appreciate you joining me today. Please like and subscribe and share this video with someone that you think could use the content. And don't forget to check the show notes for this week's suggested music track. There is a place. You can also get oil information on the show notes. And please remember, the secret to life is simple. Just take in a tiny bit more light today than you did yesterday. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now.